Okay. It is 2:19 in the morning and I can't sleep. There is so many things rushing through my mind, and the biggest thing that keeps on just stopping the dreams from coming, the rest from coming, and the comfort, I would say, is not knowing what tomorrow's going to bring. And that's scary. And for 60% of Americans, this is our reality. The waking up at the middle of the night, 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, whatever, and not being able to go to sleep. Some of us are just coming home from work and you want to settle down, you want to lay down, you want to go to sleep, you want to get comfortable. And sleep doesn't come as easy as it used to. I don't know if people have noticed that, but I've noticed more and more that melatonin is my best friend, or NyQuil sleep Z's. And it ends up being one of those things that you wonder, what the hell are we doing? I'm sorry. I don't like adulting. This whole adult thing is overrated. It is ghetto. It is not for, the weak of heart. And here I am. I'm sitting here and I'm looking at my computer and I'm trying to figure out the right words to say that I'm right here with every one of you guys worried and just hoping for a better and brighter future. Right now, we know that unfortunately things are up in the air with the government, and you know, it sucks because you have, yet again, where the students, and then you have the teachers and the principal and the whole administrative system. And yet again, I feel like we're in elementary school, and at any minute now, we're all going to be, grouped together and saying, you know what, you're not getting a recess. Or, you're not going to go to, you're not going to gym, or, playtime's done and you're going to have to go sit in your, desk and put your heads down. Like, that's how I feel it is. It's not even funny, even though it's funny to say it like that, but it's not funny because at the end of the day, it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? We're sitting down and we're afraid. See, I don't care whether or not your political stance is here or there or in the middle, up, down, around. I don't care. I don't care about the color and the origin and the language you speak or the religion that you follow. None of that matters to me. What matters to me is that tomorrow is another day, or I should say in a little while, it's another new morning, and I will be sending my children off to a world that I used to take comfort in. And now I'm sending them out there with fear that they're going to get hurt out there, not by other students, which is normal. We're supposed to get used to that. I had bullies, you had bullies, everybody's had bullies, right? But um why should we be afraid that our children are going to get attacked by adults, grown ass people, grown ass people that don't have the sense and sensibility to pull back and say, you know what, we grew up in a society that was kind of, all over the place, but at the end, we were able to sleep at night. Our parents, were able to sleep at night, even if you grew up in a home that it was living paycheck to paycheck. Yeah, you don't have the best clothes. Yeah, you don't have the newest sneakers. Okay, who gives a shit? But at the end of the day, you still had family ties. You still had fun. When was the last time you were able to take your kids to the park, or you were able to take an afternoon stroll just because? Just I just wanna walk down the block or, not in the rush to go do something because, time's running out or, now it's gonna be this big old rush of we have to go buy stuff for the house or, you know, um yeah, for the house, sorry, or, yeah, for the house. Why? Because now it's like all the prices are gonna be jacked up, and, I'm knocking on wood that my life isn't what it could be. But I know for so many others, just just $200 less than what I have in my household means a world of a difference to someone else. Shit, $200 negative in my household means a world of a difference. And my heart goes out to every single one of you. And I wish with all my might that we would all stand together and hold each other in these terrible times and make sure that the person next to you is okay. Make sure that, your neighbor is okay. It don't have to be that you guys have to be best friends. It doesn't have to be that you guys have the same political views, religious views, or any views whatsoever. Just being neighborly, checking in, saying, "Hey, are you okay?" You know, we have gotten so far used to being on the ironically, I'm going to say this, these devices and these apps, and we're so used to being so freaking pulled apart that we forgot how to be human. Like everybody's talking about, oh, AI is going to take over, but whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? It is ours. It's ours because we depend on technology so much that being a human is being forgotten. You know, my son went out the other day and he was telling me how he had a fantastic time and he didn't have his phone with him all day. He said, I didn't pick up my phone not until I called you when I was letting you know we were leaving and that we were on our way back. And I was so happy for him because the joy that came across his face, it was astounding. I was like, holy crap. And he's in his 20s. So he grew up with, apps and, technology and all that other stuff really like heavy. And to hear him say that was like, and to see the smile on his face was just beautiful because he disconnected for a moment and he reconnected with the world around him, talking with friends and just going out and enjoying himself and being just a regular 20 some odd year old. That was nice. It's really nice to hear. And it brought me to thinking that, geez, we are so disconnected. We are so far from what we used to be. I really thought that, growing up when I had my own home, I would be sipping on coffee or lemonade or tea or whatever on a porch and just watching the neighbors or just listening to music and just enjoying the weather and taking a moment to enjoy of the beauty of life. Look around, look at the stars, look at the sky and how beautiful it can be. And I've caught myself more than anything going outside, putting my hands on my head and just rubbing my temples because I'm just like, I can't believe what I just heard, or I can't believe what I just saw. I can't believe what's happening out there. What is going on? We used to be a country that there was, ups and downs. We had our shitty days, but right now it doesn't seem like the shitty day is ending. It just feels like it's continuing, And none of us are going to get that fresh breath of air that I'm telling you my son got to taste the other day. And it's scary. It is absolutely scary. And I'm so sorry that I came on here just to talk about, the 2 a.m., now 2:30, um, fears and rants, but I know so many of us are living the same exact way. I know that so many of us are sitting there in our beds next to our spouses or walking down the hall looking at our kids' doors and wondering what tomorrow is going to bring. I know that too many of us are going to wake up tomorrow not feeling rested, not feeling secure, not feeling any kind of joy because there is a huge question mark above our heads as to what will the next couple of hours bring. See, we had before, it was a let's plan the day. I don't remember the last time I've planned my day and it actually worked out exactly how I had planned it. There's so many hiccups and bumps along the road. And what do? We got to go for it. They're talking about the shiny object syndrome and that we get in completely distracted about something that's happening, whatever. Yeah, 100%. Well, if you're sitting down and in front of your computer, right? You're in front of your computer, you have your cellular device in front of you, right? Email pops up, ad pops up, notification pops up. And what do? You turn your head, you're turning your attention from what you planned on doing, what you planned on thinking of, what you planned on everything, planned on completely point blank period, and you just turn the other way. And now we have no direction. All we have is just bitterness and confusion, and no one's talking to the other person because the other person's afraid of what the other person might say, and it goes back and forth. We've lost it. I really do feel we've lost that commonality that we all have. We're just human. We're just human, and we all have our values. We all have our loves. We all have our hates. But at the end of the day, we're human. And this human right here is up at 2:30 in the morning every single day, walking down the hall, looking at my kids' rooms and wondering if in four years, just 4 years, are they going to be okay? And then I'll bring myself to thinking back a couple more years, and I'm like, don't go so far. Are we going to be okay by the summer? Are we going to be able to afford food? Or is eating going to be a luxury that a lot of us are not going to be able to have? And I hate the fact that I have to think like that. I hate the fact that I have to think so negatively and so dramatic and drastic. But don't you? Because if I do, I know that all of you probably do too. If you're blessed and you have reserves in an account and you're able to keep that on the side so that you can secure yourself, that's awesome. But I just heard Uncle Bernie say 60% of us, 60% are not completely out of the clear. We're in the bottom rack, and then there's lower than that. And again, My question is, aren't you tired of being awake at this damn time? Aren't you tired of not resting? Aren't you tired of not being able to live? And all you're doing is surviving. I hate to be the one to have to come on here at 2:34 in the morning now and talk ever so grim about what's going on. But I thought that it would be nice that anyone who's watched this till the end, thank you. But I just wanted to come on here and be real, show that I'm just like you guys. And whatever I put on my channel is going to be real. I don't want it to be some fake kind of scripted lie. So hopefully I'll get better at this. But for now, to all my guardian goal getters that are out there that are awake at this very moment, let us just hold each other's hand, be human, and let each other know. Hopefully, it'll be okay. Have a great rest of your day, evening, or whatever, and I'll talk to you another day. Bye.